Welcome back. So what if I actually go now and change that foreign key name right here? Will it now be solved? If you guys remember earlier when I changed the foreign key name, bad thing happened. So let's see if it actually solved this by adding the new Fluent API right here in order to make the relations. We'll restart the code right here and see what happens if it actually now knows that that ent belongs to the genre. And when I scroll up right here, you'll see that it actually didn't. So you didn't solve anything by adding this Fluent API. Oh my God. But you actually did, because now I have full control about how my schema should look. I can actually go one step further and actually start using more inside the Fluent API. In this case, what I want to define is what should my foreign key actually be exactly. So I want to define the exact foreign key that I'm going to use for this relation right here. So I'll do another dot right here and I'll say has foreign key right here. Now the foreign key here I can now define in the video by using a lambda expression what is the actual int value that should join these guys together. So now I can say it's the genre and ID, that's the foreign key. Now it complains a little bit because to create these keys it says we do actually want something specific, we want a generic object right here, and the way that they do that is by just adding a new generic object where you only pass in the foreign key. So again, I just added new curly brackets, so this is to create a generic object, and then I'm just sending in the entity ID right here. Now it knows that that's the foreign key. So let's try and restart this just to show you that now the difference is the foreign key is actually now that genre and ID, which is perfectly fine. I might want the name to change, but for now, genre and ID is the only one here. And again, you can see now it's called foreign key with genres and ID, and you can even see the actual foreign key name right here. So I can now decide what I want my foreign keys to be named. I don't have to kind of rely on the naming convention from Microsoft. I can now actually decide exactly what I want to call my foreign keys. And you might have developers saying, I want specific names, that's how we should always call them in databases. And now you can actually do that using this has foreign key right here. Let's just try one more thing before we end this video. What if I rename this now? Because let's say for some reason I came back and I wanted to rename it and I wanted to say, no, it should be called just genre ID again. I don't know why I called it the other thing, it was kind of a bad thing to do. But now look what happens, because it's now noted right here that that's the foreign key. Actually out of the box, it kind of creates the same name that we had before to protect ourselves. So we still have the same name like we did before in the database. So it's pretty cool that now you can actually, even though you refactor the name here, you'll still have the same name in the database. Now, if you don't want to keep the same name in the database, you can just get rid of this one as well. And now we are back to actually calling it genre ID like we did in the start of the video. I'll just restart this to show you. But again, the cool thing right here with the Fluent API and has foreign key is we can actually define again exactly what we want the name for these foreign keys to be, and automatically it'll then make the constraint for us right here for that foreign key. Happy days, everything is running. So let's edit there. That's the has foreign key and how it works. See you next time.